Something to get pumped up for over this final 60 minutes of BT, and plenty more on top of that, including a look at this morning's top news headlines right now at 8 o'clock. And emotions spilling over at the legislature on Tuesday as the contentious Bill 10 passed second reading. The proposed Tory bill allows schools to reject gay-straight alliances. However, it ensures that students can appeal any rejection to the school board or to the courts. The bill effectively means the end of Liberal MLA Laurie Blakeman's Bill 202, which would have forced school boards to allow gay-straight alliances when requested by students.
And to expect an 11-year-old to break their piggy bank open to go to court, or even to know what court is or how to do it, is even more obstructive than what we had yesterday.
I was shocked and disappointed with the PCs because they had been, up till now, appearing to support gay and lesbians. They had marched in the parade. They've been present for Pride, and this came as a shock.
Bill 10 passed second reading by a 42-10 margin. Thomas Lukasik, the only PC voting against it. He was joined by Wild Rose leader Danielle Smith. And one local high school student hoping that the legislation won't deter others from forming GSAs. David Campbell, part of the GSA at Jasper Place High School. It's one of several under the public banner that has such a club. Campbell says his GSA has members from all sexual orientations, and he says the club has now become an integral part of that scholastic community.
I think any student should have access to a GSA, just because it is a place where they can be themselves. And during this pivotal time of life, it's so necessary to have a place where they can do that and feel comfortable with that.
I hope that all students, no matter what school they're in, have supports in place to make sure that their voice can be heard and that their freedom to assembly is respected.
City News reached out to the Catholic School Board for comment, but they could not be reached. A yellow cab driver has been fired after refusing to pick up a drag queen in his taxi.
I think it's unfortunate. We don't tolerate it, as you can see.
The Edmonton Taxi Service Group launching an investigation following the incident. The performer says that he called for a cab Sunday night when he was leaving a local lounge. And when he tried to get inside the taxi, the driver told him to get out. Unacceptable, says the driver's now former boss.
We're going to review our sensitivity training, and if need be, we'll contact the community to get some help.
Something like a cab company has a turnover rate that's probably fairly significant, and so that education should just be happening on a regular basis. And it's unfortunate that the driver lost their job.
In fact, Wilson says he would have liked to have seen the driver educated rather than terminated. Alberta Health Services officials say the Royal Alex and Misericordia hospitals are just two of many provincial facilities in need of some major work. AHS identifying 180 total projects in its new 15-year plan on Tuesday. The fixes take on urgency as our city's population expected to grow by 33% come 2030. The number of seniors is expected to more than double. Still, critics say the plan does little to address today's issues.
And up till now, and for good reason, a lot of the conversation has been about the shortage of ICU beds, the interrelationship with long-term care beds, all that kind of thing, all very relevant. But what these documents are also saying is that the infrastructure itself and the failure of the infrastructure is also now contributing to these problems in the ERs.
Sometimes, there's issues with maintenance, but that should never get in the way of ensuring patient care is number one. And there are issues, there's no question about it, but not with patient care.
Among the projects already underway include expanding the neonatal intensive care unit at the Royal Alex and adding an acute stroke unit at the University Hospital. For the fifth time in just over 2 weeks, occupational health and safety investigating a workplace death in our province. Yesterday, a 45-year-old man was working on a bobcat at Spar Marathon Roofing Supplies on 95th Street and 62nd Avenue. When the bucket came down, hitting him in the head and trapping him underneath, he was pronounced dead on scene. So far in 2014, there have been 26 workplace deaths across Alberta. Well, it wasn't quite what Edmonton police wanted to see under the Christmas tree this holiday season. Council continuing their budget deliberations on Tuesday. They tackled the police request for a new $7 million dual-engine chopper, but no one on council was even willing to consider the request. Instead, In a close vote of 7-6, Council approved spending $3 million on a new single-engine helicopter. The president and CEO of Stars Air Ambulance has been named one of Canada's most powerful women. Andrea Robertson joins the roster of other trailblazing women, including Roberta Bondar and Michael Jean, in the Women's Executive Network's Top 100. Robertson joined Stars as president and COO in 2011 before being appointed as CEO in 2012.
To win this award and to stand with a group of 99 women was a humbling, overwhelming, and awe-inspiring experience.
The Top 100 awards celebrate the achievements of women across the country and help promote more female leaders in executive positions.